Part 6 of the Non-League to Legend with FC United, and in today's episode we'll be taking on Salford, the local rivals in this division. Just a quick look back on how we're doing since the last episode against Boston United. So Boston United, we got beat 2-0. We should have had a double header against Altrincham then, but the first game away got postponed. So we played them on a Sunday and we got beat 1-0, which was very, very disappointing. This is a team that's fighting for relegation out of this division, so we should be really beating them, these kind of teams like Altrincham. And then we went and played Fylde and comfortably beat them 3-1 in the end. Scored an own goal, Jerome Wright and George Thompson scoring. Then we just couldn't break down Worcester, but this is another game we should be winning. These are fighting for relegation as well, so we should be beating these kind of teams. Then we played our FA Trophy second round against Dover Athletic, and as you can see, Harry Andrews had a disappointing game. He was very poor, made a couple of mistakes which led to the goals, and we just weren't on at the races on that game, so we're out of the cup. But then we turned it back around against Harrogate, winning 3-0. Gilchrist got a double and Scott Case scoring as well. But we just played the other game against Altrincham and it was a 2-1 win to Altrincham again. Wolfenden on score sheet, that makes him on at 84 now for his career at FC United, 2 away from the record. But at the end of the day we got beat, so it's a disappointment. So that brings it to today's game against Salford. So we'll get into the game. So this is a lineup. It's Harry Andrews in goal. We've got Del Tong, Jamie Mellin, Ashworth and Chandler at the back four. Then we're playing a midfield 5 today due to the injury of Jason Gilchrist, which was Jerome Wright on the left, Rory Fallon on the right, and the 3 of Scott Kay, George Thompson, and I've not actually shown you this man yet. It's Liam Griffin, and we signed him on a free contract. He's not the best. His physicals do stand out to be very good. Apart from his strength, he's got very good speed, good tackling, good decision making. So we just brought him in as a backup. 19 years old, former Liverpool player. So hopefully he can do the job for us today. They're playing a standard 4-4-2. Tell the boys, go out there and give the fans money's worth. It's a local derby. We'll passionately tell them we've got faith in him. See if that helps. It helps a little bit. So we'll get into the game. So Salford do kick off. They're in white, we're in red. We're kicking from right to left. So the game's underway. Hopefully we can have a good game today. Get back pushing for that promotion, automatic promotion spot. As I can show you now, I should have showed you the league table before, but Tamworth have now started running away with it, and we are 7 points away behind them. So hopefully we'll win here. If they don't win, it could be closer. Griffin gives away an early free kick. And that's the first highlight. If you haven't seen my, do go and check that out. There's going to be an episode up shortly. I really do need some help on that decision, what I'm about to make. So if you have been watching that, please leave a comment on that and let me know what you think when I do upload a new episode. I really appreciate it. But back to this game. It's not really started yet. It's just staying on 45 seconds for some reason. But it started going now. It's going a bit slow. I don't know why. hopefully it won't be a boring game. Hopefully we can get a win after the last episode was a disappointing 2-0 defeat. So hopefully we can get on with a good result, and then we'll look forward to chasing for the playoffs, or maybe, depending on how we do, won't get ahead of ourselves. Here comes Salford. James Poole turns, Ashworth tackles and cleared away by Scott Kay. I think I'm just going to make a tactical change. I know it's the first 5 minutes. I'm just going to put Thompson in behind Wolfenden just to give him a bit more support up at top and leave the two midfielders there. Hopefully that might help Wolfenden up top. Poole comes, shot goes well over in the end. They're bossing possession in the first 5 minutes. We haven't had a shot. We've only had 26% of the ball. We've got a corner here. Whipped in, comes out to Wolfenden to Thompson. Thompson to Griffin, and he misses straight to the wall. Goalkeeper. Walker with a free kick straight at the wall, and it'll go out for a throw-in. This save we're doing very well in this save. We're just very up and down. We need to start beating the bigger teams. Start beating the lower teams really. If we want. Oh, what a strike by the new man Griffin! What an effort by Liam Griffin! That was an excellent strike. We've gone second in the league. And look at this for a strike again. Scott Kay gets the ball. He finds a nice pass through to Griffin. Griffin takes a touch. Takes another touch. Looks up. Sees the corner. And right into the top corner it goes. No stopping that from the goalkeeper. Right, with a free kick straight at the wall. Plays to Tongue, up to Griffin, to Thompson. Griffin to Kay. That was a poor effort by Scott Kay in the end. 15 minutes gone, we're 1-0 up, very happy indeed. To defeat Salford will be a very pleasing result for the manager and the fans. But here do Chandler up to Wolfenden. Can he hold on to the ball? He does. Nice play by Wolfenden. Gives it to Liam Griffin. Again over to Tongue. Now what can Tongue do? Tongue finds Thompson. Thompson finds Griffin. He finds Wolfenden. Back to Griffin. He can get his second. Poor finish in the end. Straight at Lynch. And that was a big chance for Griffin to get his second goal of the game. The 19-year-old centre midfielder. And his second for FC United. Salford come forward with a free kick. The header's wide of the goal. It's a goal kick. Up to 25 minutes on the clock, and they've not had a shot on target, which I'm very pleased with. We've had more of the possession. We've got the 1-0 lead. I'm very happy indeed so far, and just hopefully we can keep it up. Sorry there's no face cam again, but I am recording this the same night, so yeah, there won't be any face cam on the Journey Man Eve for the next episode, but hopefully you don't mind. Deltong to Jamie Mellin to Chandler to Kay to Wright. There's nothing on this save. A lot of the contracts are running out, and a lot of them want like £1,000 already, and we're not even. If I offer them that and we don't get promoted in this season, then we're really gonna be struggling for the wages. Wolfenden. Oh, he should have finished that. He should be on 85. He's not. We'll have to try again. They've got a straight ball up. Ashworth clears it away. Fallon only as far as Grand or Hammond to Phoenix. Oh, nearly a mistake there by mix up between the goalkeeper and Luke Ashworth, but we get away with it. And it's still 1-0. They're coming forward again, but Deltong with a great tackle. And Griffin, we can break here to Scott Kay. Not straight at the goalkeeper, that's very poor by Scott Kay in the end. We've got a goal kick straight up toward Wolfenden. Back to Chandler. He gives it to Jerome Wright, but Jerome Wright can't get there. Smith gets there first. Rossi up to James Poole. Wright gets there first for us. And Griffin, what can he do? Gives it back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, Harry Andrews. Big ball up. Falls to Scott Kay. Scott Kay all the way back. What are we doing? That's what we were doing against Dover all game. But Wolfenden's in. Saved by Lynch. And he's had a couple of chances to get another goal today towards that tally to make him the most ever league goal scorer in FC United history. But he just can't score that. He can't score. And he has scored one in his last few games, but he needs to start putting these chances away. He's had chances to get 2 or 3 goals in his game, and he's just not been putting them away, which is very poor. But we're going to give him the chance to get that record for FC United. Hopefully he'll get it sooner than later. Here he comes again. Here he comes, Wolfenden. Oh, goalkeeper saves it this time. But yeah, he's a good player, a very good player, don't get me wrong. But his finishing, if we are going to get promoted, I want to take him up with me because he's obviously the leading goal scorer for the club in history if he can make that. So I do want to take him up to the next league with me, but I don't think he'll be good enough, to be honest. I may just have to leave him as a backup, but Harry Andrews was a great save. But yeah, please let me know about Matty Wolfenden. Do I take him with me? Do I offer him a new contract? Here he is. Don't get me wrong, he's been a good, decent player this season, but his rating, I think he's only like 2-star. So once we go up to the higher league, he's going to be even lower than that. Because obviously there's 2-star rating for this league. So to get into the higher league, we're going to have to make a few additions, which obviously we'll look at the end of the season. But who do I keep? Most of them are going to leave, I think. I'm going to try and keep the core of the team though, maybe. I want to keep Thompson, definitely. Scott Kay, Jerome Wright. I don't know about Rory Fallon though, he's only 2-star as well. Deltong, Ashworth, Chandler. I want to keep them players in the team. I want to keep the FC United core if we're going to get promoted, and I want to keep it going with this FC United core of the team. Obviously make a few additions to come around that, as we've been doing. Obviously Jason Gilchrist is going to be a big part of this series, but I do want to keep the core of the FC United team, so don't want to get too many. Obviously, eventually, if we are going to fight, it will be obviously the up and coming players, the regions and stuff that we're going to have to get. But to get into the Football League, Wolfenden's in. There you go. I was saying he weren't finishing. He has that's his 85th now. So if he can get another in this game, he'll go equal with the leading goal scorer, which is an excellent achievement. Hopefully he can get a hat-trick in today's episode and he can become the highest goal scorer in history for FC United on camera and in a game against local rivals Salford. So let's see how we can do in the second half. We've been bossing this game in the first half. 12 shots, 8 on target, 4 half chances, 1 clear cut chance, 55% possession. So yeah, we're doing okay. The first goals are beauty from Griffin. Second, Wolf didn't put it in. But Scott K here. Oh, could have got third straight after half time. We're looking very good. League table, as you can see, with this win, which is 3-0, they've just scored an own goal. But yeah, we'll be sitting in second place, 5 points behind top of the league, Tamworth. Which I think that's going to be the next episode after this, the Tamworth game, which is a few games away. About 6 games I think, so we're going to get through a good portion of the season and see whereabouts we end up. Pool here, 55 minutes on the clock, great tackle. Can Wolfenden will chase. Can he keep it in? He does. Can he find a good pass? He does. He finds Jerome right. Thompson to Griffin. This time can't hit the target. But yeah, so this will put us second in the table, which is very good. 5 points behind Tamworth, as I said. I weren't expecting to do this well, but FC United's my expectations will have to be a lot more. What do you say? I was looking at the team and thinking I was expecting we could get to playoffs, but we're actually fighting for top of the league. Tamworth have taken the lead as well, so that means 7 points. I think they'll be ahead at the top. So it's going to be difficult to try and get automatic promotion, but we're definitely going to be able to fight for the playoffs. As you can see, we've absolutely dominated Salford today. 65 minutes on the clock, and we've almost got 20 shots. Maybe we'll get 20 shots here now. But yeah, we're doing very well. I'm very impressed with how well we're doing. Lunch saves. I think it was going wide anyway, that, so you could have just left it. Jerome right with the corner. Cleared away. So yeah, we've had 20 shots with 65 minutes gone. That is absolutely brilliant. 3-0 up, very pleasing. Probably make some changes now. I'm going to bring Eckersley on instead of Melon. I'm also going to bring on Nathan Lowe for Liam Griffin. No, that's the wrong one. Nathan Lowe, Liam Griffin, there we go. Let's get the game going again. So the people who just dropped below 70 apart from Luke Ashworth, we've only got one defender on the bench. So apart from Luke Ashworth, we've took off the two players on 66 and 64%, just to keep the condition of the players up for the next few games. Probably have to look at taking Thompson off or Wolfenden. No, I can keep Wolfenden on, but maybe the next one is going to be George Thompson, who's going to come off. Well, let's just see. Smith with his free kick, and it's Phoenix. He scored the own goal. Poole well wide in the end, and it looks to be a comfortable 3-0 win. If we can get some more, I'll be happy with that. Clean sheet, I'll be happy with a clean sheet. Scott K here to Lowe, Lowe to Thompson, Thompson finds K to Lowe, Lowe to Thompson, Thompson loses it out to Grand, finds Poole to Phoenix, to King on this right hand side. Phoenix, Warburton, great save by Harry Andrews in that FC United goal. He's been a great addition to the side. David Cornell is saying that he wants more first team football, but I'll give him a couple of games. He conceded a few goals, so really I can't really afford to. Harry Andrews is playing brilliant for us. Fair enough, he had that one-off game against Dover Athletic, but apart from that, he's done very well for us. So bringing George Thompson off, I'm going to put Wolfenden in behind Connor Reed. He's come back from injury now. Hopefully he can kick on and get a couple of goals for us. I'm just lightly bringing him back on because obviously we've had Bill Press, but he's just got injured, so that's why Wolfenden did start up front. So yeah, good game to record really against the local rivals. It's gonna be maybe 3-0. Can't really see anything else happening now. Maybe get another. That'd be good. And it's kind of Reeds. Worsley gets there first. Tom keeps it in though. But Halson comes away with it, and Poole has a lot of space. Pulls in. Andrew saves. Minute to go. Hopefully we can keep this clean sheet. I'll be happy with 3-0. And yeah, it's going to stay 3-0, so happy with the performance today. Looking very good in the league, especially. We're obviously an up and down at the moment. That's something that we're going to have to look at. But very pleasing indeed. We got one over on our local rival Salford. 22 shots in the end. Second in the table, 7 behind Tamworth now. Can we catch him? That's the question. So yeah, we get the win. As you can see, very, very pleasing indeed. Second in the table. We're going to fight for the top of the table. That's what I want now. As you can see, board confidence is sky high. But yeah, we played Tamworth after 5 games, so we'll bring it